There is a powerful secret hidden in plain sight, one that determines how quickly your dreams manifest. Most people chase their desires, hoping that more effort will bring them faster results. But the truth is, manifestation isn't about effort. It's about energy. The universe doesn't respond to how hard you try. It responds to how deeply you believe, how peacefully you trust, and how purely you feel aligned with what you want. When you learn this secret, you stop waiting, doubting, and forcing. You begin to flow with life, and life starts to move mountains for you. The universe responds to your energy, not your effort. It listens to the vibration you send out, not the number of hours you spend wishing, working, or worrying. You can speak affirmations all day long, but if your heart is filled with doubt, the universe only hears the frequency of that doubt. You can push yourself endlessly toward a goal, but if your energy is rooted in fear, scarcity, or control, the outcome will mirror that same vibration. Manifestation begins not with what you do, but with how you feel while you do it. Every thought you think and every emotion you feel creates an energetic signal that moves out into the field of creation. This signal either aligns with what you desire or pushes it away. Many people believe that success or manifestation is a reward for hard work, but that's not how spiritual law operates. The energy of resistance, struggle, or efforting comes from the belief that life must be hard to be worthy. Yet the universe doesn't speak the language of effort. It speaks the language of flow, ease, and alignment. When you raise your vibration to match the energy of peace, love, and gratitude, you naturally become a magnet for everything that resonates with those states. It's not that effort is wrong. It's that effort without energetic harmony leads to burnout, frustration, and delay. When your energy and intention are in balance, even small actions create massive results. That is why some people seem to accomplish miracles effortlessly. It's not luck, it's alignment. Think of your energy as a radio frequency. The universe is the station that plays back what you're tuned to. If you're vibrating on the frequency of lack, you'll only receive more experiences that confirm lack. If you're tuned into love, abundance, and joy, that is what will echo back. The reason some manifestations take so long is that we're sending mixed signals. One moment we believe, the next we doubt. One moment we trust, the next we fear. The universe can only mirror clarity when your energy is steady and sure. It reflects your desires quickly. You don't have to exhaust yourself trying to make things happen. Instead, learn to manage your vibration. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Because your feelings tell you everything about your alignment. When you feel anxious, pause and breathe. When you feel impatient, remind yourself that divine timing is never wrong. When you feel unworthy, speak words of love to yourself. The moment your energy returns to peace, you reopen the path for blessings to flow. The most powerful people are not the busiest or loudest, they are the calmest. Their energy is steady, certain, and full of trust. They understand that creation happens through vibration first and form second. They know that by tending to their inner world, the outer world rearranges itself. When you embody that truth, your energy becomes irresistible to the things you desire. Love feels drawn to love. Abundance feels drawn to gratitude. Opportunities feel drawn to calm confidence. The universe does not reward stress or struggle. It rewards alignment. When you act from joy, inspiration, and inner peace, your actions are amplified. The right people appear at the right time. The perfect door opens without force. The effort you make in alignment is always multiplied, while the effort you make from fear only drains you. So, the next time you find yourself pushing too hard, pause. Ask yourself, am I aligned or am I forcing? Bring your focus back to your energy, because that is where your true power lies. Breathe deeply, center yourself, feel the feeling of already having what you desire. Let your energy be your prayer. When you shift your vibration, everything changes. The universe begins to move in your favor, not because you are doing more, but because you are being more of who you truly are. You are an energetic being, and your frequency is your message to creation. Speak through your energy, not your struggle. Trust that when your heart is aligned, the universe always listens, and it always responds in perfect harmony. Feel it before you see it. That is the real secret to manifesting your desires. Everything you want already exists as energy. It is waiting for you to tune into it. Not through effort, but through emotion. The mind may tell you to wait for proof, to believe only when you can see the result, but the soul knows the opposite is true. You must feel the reality of your desire before it becomes visible. Your emotions are the bridge between the invisible and the visible, between the unseen and the seen. When you want to manifest something, a relationship, abundance, healing, or peace, the first step is to create the inner feeling of already having it. Most people focus on the lack of what they want. They think about what's missing, and that very vibration keeps the desire out of reach. The universe responds to what you feel, not what you say. You can repeat affirmations all day long, but if your heart still feels empty or doubtful, that is the energy being sent out. Feeling is the fuel of creation. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine that your dream has already come true. Feel the relief, the joy, the calm satisfaction that flows through your body. Breathe that energy in. Let your heart expand with gratitude. That feeling is your new frequency. When you live in that vibration, you align yourself with the timeline where your dream already exists. The universe doesn't wait for the outer world to change. It changes when you change inside. It takes courage to feel abundance when the evidence of it hasn't appeared yet. It takes faith to feel loved when no one has shown up to love you. But that is how spiritual mastery begins, by choosing to vibrate higher than your current circumstances. You do not wait for the world to give you a reason to feel good. You become the reason. You create the feeling first, and the world mirrors it back. This is why it's said that faith moves mountains. Faith is not blind hope, it's emotional certainty. It's the choice to live as if your desire is already true. Every great change starts in the unseen. A seed is planted underground long before it blooms into a flower. The invisible roots sustain the visible beauty. In the same way, your emotions are the roots of your manifestation. The stronger and more consistent your emotional alignment, the faster your reality transforms. Feeling joy, gratitude, and peace in advance sends a powerful message to the universe. I am ready. I already have it. And when you hold that vibration long enough, the outer world has no choice but to catch up. You cannot fake a feeling, but you can nurture it. Start small. Feel grateful for a simple moment. The warmth of the sun, the taste of water, the sound of your breath. Let that gratitude expand. Then, as you think about your desire, imagine what it would feel like to have it now. How would you walk, speak, breathe, and smile? Who would you become? The more you embody that version of yourself, the more magnetic you become. You are not pretending, you are practicing alignment. Remember, energy moves faster than matter. Emotion creates before action does. When you feel the vibration of your fulfilled desire, you begin to dissolve resistance. You stop waiting, worrying, and chasing. The present moment becomes enough. From that place of peace, inspired action flows naturally, not because you are desperate to make something happen, but because your energy is already there. You are simply following the path that matches your vibration. When you learn to feel it before you see it, manifestation becomes effortless. You no longer need to struggle or beg for signs. You become the sign. The universe recognizes your frequency and delivers exactly what aligns with it. Life becomes a reflection of your inner joy. So begin today. Feel wealth before the money arrives. Feel love before the relationship begins. Feel peace before the problem resolves. Let your heart lead the way. What you feel today is what you will live tomorrow. Secret isn't waiting for the miracle to happen. It's feeling like the miracle has already occurred. When you live in that vibration, everything you've ever wanted finds its way to you with grace, ease, and perfect timing. Stop asking when and start saying it's done. The moment you stop questioning the timing of your manifestation and begin claiming it as already complete, you step into the energy of certainty. And certainty is the vibration of creation. The universe doesn't respond to waiting energy. It responds to knowing energy. Every time you ask, when will it happen, you're sending out the frequency of lack. You're unconsciously affirming that what you want isn't here yet. But when you declare it's done, you align yourself with the timeline where your desire already exists. You shift from wishing to embodying, from hoping to knowing, and that is where manifestation accelerates. The energy of when is filled with impatience and doubt. It comes from the belief that you are separate from your desire, that something outside of you must happen before you can feel complete. But the truth is, nothing is missing. The moment you ask, the universe begins rearranging everything to deliver what you requested. Asking when is like planting a seed and then digging it up every day to check if it's growing. The constant checking disrupts the process. When you say it's done, you allow the seed to grow in peace. You trust that unseen forces are working on your behalf. Faith is not about hoping something will happen someday. It's about believing it's already taken care of in the spiritual realm, even if your physical eyes can't see it yet. The physical world is simply a reflection of your inner state. When you live as if your desire is already done, your energy becomes a match for that outcome, and your reality reshapes itself accordingly. This is not pretending. It's vibrating in the energy of truth before the evidence arrives. The universe doesn't delay because it's cruel. It delays because your energy is still asking when, instead of saying thank you. Think about the energy behind your words. When you say when, it carries tension, resistance, and lack of trust. But when you say it's done, your whole body relaxes. There's a calmness that flows through you, a knowing that you no longer need to chase or control. That peace is powerful. It tells the universe you already have it, and therefore you attract experiences that confirm that reality. Everything you want is already in vibrational existence. Your job is to align with it emotionally, not to chase it physically. Saying it's done also reprograms your subconscious mind. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what is imagined and what is real. It simply responds to repetition and emotion. When you affirm it's done with conviction, your subconscious begins to believe it. Once it believes, it starts guiding your behavior, thoughts, and opportunities toward that outcome. Life begins to organize itself around your belief. You'll notice coincidences, intuitive nudges, and doors opening where before there were walls. That's not magic. It's alignment. There will be moments when your faith is tested. The outer world may look unchanged, and your mind may whisper, "See, nothing's happening." That's when you must hold your vibration. Remember, silence does not mean absence. The universe is always working behind the scenes, assembling the details in perfect order. You are not waiting for your dream. Your dream is waiting for you to stop doubting. When you remain firm in your knowing, delays turn into divine timing, and obstacles transform into redirections that serve your highest good. You must learn to feel the truth of it's done before the proof arrives. Imagine your desire fulfilled. Feel the joy, gratitude, and relief as if it has already manifested. Speak and act from that state. Gratitude in advance is the highest form of faith. When you live in that vibration, you magnetize your dream toward you faster than ever before. So today, stop asking, when will it come? And start declaring it's already mine. Walk with confidence, speak with gratitude, and think with certainty. Let your energy say, I am ready, I am aligned, I am already living it. When you do, the universe responds immediately. The more you claim it as done, the faster it appears because your belief makes it real. Every dream begins as an inner decision. When you say it's done, you seal that decision in faith. You no longer chase, you attract. You no longer wait, you receive. The universe mirrors your conviction, and the invisible becomes visible. From this moment forward, speak only from completion. Feel the fulfillment before it arrives. Know that it's already unfolding perfectly, because the moment you stop asking when, the universe finally says now. Release the need to control the process. Let life unfold the way it's meant to, not the way you think it should. The more you try to control how, when, or through whom your manifestation arrives, the more resistance you create. Control comes from fear. the fear that if you don't manage every detail, things will fall apart. But the truth is, the universe never needed your control to deliver your blessings. It only needs your trust. There is a divine rhythm guiding everything. The seasons don't rush to change. The sun doesn't struggle to rise. The flowers don't force themselves to bloom. They simply open when the time is right. In the same way, your desires have a natural unfolding. When you interfere by worrying, forcing, or overthinking, you block the flow of life. What's meant for you doesn't require you to chase or manipulate. It only asks that you align your energy and allow it to come in its own perfect timing. When you release control, you step out of the vibration of lack and into the vibration of faith. You begin to trust that there is something greater working for you, something far wiser than your limited perspective. You stop needing to know every step, and instead you become curious about what beautiful surprises life might bring. The energy of control says, I don't trust the process. The energy of surrender says, I know everything is unfolding in my favor. One keeps you stuck, the other sets you free. Most people try to manifest through force. They plan every outcome, worry about delays, and hold tightly to what they want. But this kind of energy is rooted in fear and tension. True manifestation flows through surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means giving over. You release your grip not because you're weak, but because you trust that the universe can handle what you cannot. When you let go, you make space for miracles. Think about how many times in your life something turned out better than you imagined. A plan that failed only to lead you to something greater. A delay that turned into divine protection. Or a closed door that guided you to a new opportunity. That is the universe showing you that your plan isn't always the best plan. Life often removes things you think you need, only to replace them with what you truly deserve. When you release the need to control, you stop resisting those divine redirections. You begin to see that everything, even the detours, is part of your manifestation. Control is heavy. It weighs on your mind and tightens your energy. You feel anxious, restless, and constantly on alert. Surrender is light. It softens your heart and relaxes your spirit. You begin to breathe again. You trust that everything will work out, even if you don't know how. That calmness is powerful because it tells the universe you're ready. The moment you surrender, energy starts moving again. The things you've been waiting for can finally reach you because your vibration no longer blocks them. When you release control, you open yourself to inspired action, not forced action. Inspiration comes when you're aligned, not when you're anxious. You'll suddenly feel guided to take small steps, follow intuitive nudges, or make decisions that feel natural and peaceful. That is the universe leading you in ways your logical mind could never plan. Surrender turns chaos into clarity. The truth is, control is an illusion. You never truly control outcomes, only your energy, your thoughts, and your reactions. When you choose to trust the process, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. You begin to live in flow, knowing that what is meant for you will always find you. The right people, opportunities, and timing will appear effortlessly once you stop trying to make them happen. So today, release the need to control, release the timelines, the worry, and the pressure. Let go of the belief that things must unfold your way. Say to yourself, I trust life. I trust the timing. I trust that everything I desire is already on its way. When you live in that energy, peace replaces fear, faith replaces doubt, and miracles become your new normal. Remember, the universe works best when you stop trying to do its job. Your only task is to align your energy with love, gratitude, and faith. From that place of surrender, everything you desire flows toward you with ease, grace, and divine perfection. Gratitude accelerates manifestation because it shifts your energy into immediate alignment with abundance. When you feel thankful, you vibrate at the frequency of having, not wanting. Gratitude is a signal to the universe that says, I already recognize the blessings around me, and I'm open to receiving even more. It's not just polite appreciation. It's a powerful spiritual state that magnetizes more of what you love. Every moment you choose gratitude, you move out of lack and into flow. Most people focus on what they don't have. They wake up thinking about what's missing, what hasn't worked out, or what they're still waiting for, this energy of absence tells the universe that they are not yet ready to receive. But the person who wakes up and says, thank you for another day, thank you for my breath, my home, my health, and even the lessons I've learned, activates a completely different vibration. That person becomes a magnet for miracles because gratitude expands everything it touches. Whatever you appreciate appreciates in return. Gratitude works because it changes your emotional state instantly. You cannot be grateful and fearful at the same time. You cannot be thankful and resentful at once. The vibration of gratitude overrides negativity. It grounds you in the present moment and reminds you that life is already supporting you. When you are focused on blessings, your energy radiates peace and abundance, and the universe responds to that harmony. Think of gratitude as the key that unlocks every door. When you express it sincerely, you tell the universe that you trust the process. You stop forcing outcomes and start embracing what is. This acceptance releases resistance, and resistance is what delays manifestation. Gratitude clears the energy that blocks your desires. It brings you into alignment with the natural rhythm of creation, a rhythm built on appreciation, not struggle. It's easy to be grateful when things are going your way. But true mastery is being thankful even before the manifestation arrives. That is the essence of faith, to give thanks in advance. When you thank the universe for blessings that haven't yet appeared, you are declaring your belief that they already exist in the unseen realm. You are saying, I know it's coming, I can feel it. That vibration pulls the future into the present. Gratitude in advance is the fastest form of manifestation because it bridges the gap between wanting and receiving. Try this simple shift. Instead of saying, I'll be happy when my dream comes true, say, I am so thankful that my dream is already unfolding. This changes everything. Your subconscious mind starts to act as if it's real. Your actions become more inspired and your energy becomes magnetic. The outer world begins to rearrange itself to match your inner belief. This is how gratitude turns invisible energy into visible results. Even challenges carry gifts when seen through the eyes of gratitude. The moments that tested you have built your strength. The people who left made room for better ones to arrive. The delays protected you from the wrong timing. Gratitude transforms pain into wisdom and turns every setback into a stepping stone. When you start seeing life through that lens, nothing feels wasted. Everything becomes part of your expansion. To accelerate manifestation, make gratitude your daily practice. Begin and end your day with it. Write down 3 things you're grateful for and feel the emotion behind them. Whisper thank you for simple things, the air you breathe, the food you eat, the people who love you. Let gratitude become your natural language. When you live in that vibration, your heart opens wider and abundance flows faster. The universe mirrors your energy. When you focus on what's missing, it gives you more of that feeling. When you focus on what's already good, it multiplies it. Gratitude tells the universe, I'm ready for more of this. And the universe responds by pouring blessings in directions you never expected. So let gratitude be your foundation. Feel thankful before the evidence appears. See your desires as already fulfilled. Say thank you not just when you receive, but as you wait, as you trust, and as you grow. The more you give thanks, the more you realize that life has always been listening, and it has always been on your side. Gratitude doesn't just speed up manifestation. It transforms you into a vessel of joy, peace, and unlimited abundance. Live as if it's already yours. That is the essence of true manifestation. To become the vibration of your desire before it shows up in form. The universe does not respond to begging, wishing, or hoping. It responds to alignment. When you act, speak, and feel as though your dream is already a part of your reality, you signal to the universe that you are ready to receive it. You stop waiting for the miracle and start embodying it. This is how you bridge the gap between what you want and what you experience. Many people wait for something external to happen before they give themselves permission to feel happy, confident, or secure. They say, when I get the job, then I'll feel successful. When I meet the right person, then I'll feel loved. When I have more money, then I'll feel abundant. But this thinking keeps your desire always in the future. You are constantly affirming its absence. Living as if it's already yours means reversing that pattern. You begin to feel the emotions of fulfillment now. You decide to embody the person who already has everything they desire. And when you do, the universe mirrors your belief by making it so your energy is creative. Every thought, every feeling, every action tells the universe who you are and what you're ready for. When you live from a state of lack, you attract more lack. But when you live from a state of abundance, even before the evidence appears, you draw abundance towards you. Acting as if is not pretending or lying to yourself. It's a declaration of faith. You are saying, I know this is mine, even if I can't see it yet. That certainty changes everything. Think about how you would behave if your dream had already come true. How would you wake up in the morning? What kind of thoughts would you entertain? How would you speak about yourself and your life? You would probably move through your day with peace, gratitude, and confidence. You wouldn't be desperate or doubtful. You would trust your path because you'd know you were already living in alignment with your desire. That is exactly the energy that makes manifestation happen faster. When you live as if it's already yours, you stop trying to force outcomes. You naturally take inspired action instead of desperate action. You are no longer chasing. You are allowing. Your focus shifts from, I need this to happen, to, I'm grateful this is happening. This creates a vibration of certainty, and certainty attracts results. The universe recognizes your belief as truth and responds by rearranging circumstances to match your inner state. This is how powerful creators think. They don't wait for conditions to change before changing their energy. They become the energy of the outcome first. They feel wealth before they receive it. They express love before it arrives. They act confident before the world validates them. This inner shift opens invisible doors because reality always conforms to belief. Sometimes the mind will resist this process. It will whisper, but it's not real yet. That's when you must remember, everything is created twice, first in energy, then in form. When you hold a vibration long enough, it hardens into reality. Your job is not to question how or when. It's to maintain the feeling of already done. You do this through gratitude, visualization, and consistent faith. Every time you align with that feeling, you strengthen the bridge between your inner world and the outer manifestation. Living as if it's already yours also changes your self-image. You stop identifying with the version of you who is waiting, struggling, or doubting. Instead, you step into the identity of the version who already has it. That version of you makes different choices, speaks differently, and carries a different energy. When you embody that identity, you attract experiences that match it. So start living today as though your dream is your reality. Dress, think, and move like the person who already has everything they desire. Speak blessings into your life as if they are unfolding right now. Feel grateful as if it's already here. This is not wishful thinking. It's energetic alignment. The moment you decide to live as if it's already yours, you tell the universe, I am ready. And when you're ready, things move. Opportunities arise. Synchronicities appear. Life bends to your belief. Everything you desire begins to flow toward you with ease. Because the energy of having always attracts more having. You no longer hope for it. You become it. And once you become it, nothing can keep it from you.